So what's going on, guys? I hope that you're having an awesome day, and today I hope to make it just a little bit better by showing off an amazing neighborhood shared by two different builders, Lifestyle Homes and the one you probably hear me talk about the most, GHO Homes. As beautiful as this neighborhood is, both of these builders we're going to see today will actually build on a lot that you already own. So if the HOA isn't your thing, you can still have the highest quality build around with these two. So if you remember our last video, Grand Harbor, we're not too far away from that, and actually this one is pretty similar considering that there's a golf club that you can take advantage of while living here. Again, it's not required, but it is something that you could join if you so choose. Now let's not waste any more time. The neighborhood we're seeing today is Bent Pine Preserve, so let's go ahead and get into it. Alrighty guys, so if you've seen my videos before, then you already know the drill. But if you're new here, we just like to jump straight into value right away. So we're gonna be kicking off this video with a tour of both model homes from Lifestyle and GHO, because you gotta see what you're buying, right? So next up, we're jumping into the location of Bent Pine Preserve and what's nearby, so you know exactly what you're getting into before giving us a call. And after that, we're gonna be jumping into everyone's favorite, the HOA fees and what they cover. Now, I think you're gonna be impressed when you hear what they are, but just know that the golf club is separate. So when I tell you these low rates, just know that that will be a separate charge if you choose to join it. Again, you don't have to. And finally, we're gonna be discussing the perks of living in Bent Pine and cover what the golf club can do for you. So if you're ready, let's go ahead and get today started with touring Lifestyle Homes, the beautiful model of the Kauai. All right, so this beautiful home is going to be a real treat. Starting off with the elevation with the side load separate door 2-car garage. This means that you have some more space than the traditional 2-car garage with a single door. So more room to open up those doors and possibly add some extra storage as well. In regards to the home, the Kauai is a 3-bedroom plus a study, 3-bathroom, 2-car garage home with 2,488 square feet of living space, and the starting price for Lifestyle Homes in Bent Pine is $790,000. And in this model, you get to see it decked out with several options. And the best part about Lifestyle is they're nearly 100% customizable. So need to expand the room size? No problem. Want to change the layout of the closets? Sure thing. Want to reorganize the kitchen in a way that has enough storage for your commercial kitchen size collection of pots and pans? No problem. Lifestyle will have you covered. All right, so enough of me blabbering. I'm probably ruining the tour with it. So just kick back, relax, listen to the music, and enjoy the tour. right, so if you remember what I was saying during the tour, then you really have all the freedom with Lifestyle Homes. The sales rep I met there, Travis, was incredibly knowledgeable, and to be honest, I didn't know if he was the sales rep or the builder himself because he had an answer for everything. So my clients were throwing him curveball after curveball, and he just came out swinging with every question that they had, leaving my clients with a smile on their face and a whole lot of confidence with this builder. So in addition to being able to deliver any requests like my client had, like expanding the closets, opening up the dining room for their large mahogany table that's been in the family for years, and adding a special cabana bath nearby the pool, they also specialize in energy efficient homes as well. This means that you can have your home built with solar panels already installed, taking your electric bill down to virtually nothing. And even if you don't go with the solar panel options, your electric bill is still lower than homes half this size that don't take those extra measures that Lifestyle does. This was 100% verified by a non-salesman couple who were there and very happy with the homes that we met in the neighborhood, and they didn't have to say anything, but they gave Lifestyle raving reviews when we spoke. So I thought that speaks numbers, absolutely did, and it really helped my clients build some more confidence with this builder because it wasn't just the sales reps backing up their capabilities, it was also a neighbored couple who was also here and built a home with Lifestyle and had a great experience with it. So win for them, absolutely. Now it's pretty busy over there, so while I wait on those families to clear out of our next home, I figured this would be a good time to mention that if this community interests you at all, I do run a relocation team that would be happy to help you move here, or anywhere for that matter, up and down the Florida East Coast. So all you've got to do is reach out to me using the contact information here on the screen and also down in the description below. Also, I'm sure that you've noticed a trend on my videos with all this pretty new construction, but I did want to stress one thing to you. If you'd like to take advantage of the added perks of working with us, which include a video update on your new build every 2 weeks, added negotiation to make sure that you get the best incentives, and a lot more, please reach out to us before visiting any of these communities. We need to be there on your first visit, otherwise it's highly unlikely that we'll be allowed to work together, and then you're left with no representation on a long distance build. And lastly, if you find these tours helpful, please don't hesitate to hit that like button and subscribe if you haven't already. It honestly means the world to me when you guys do that. But enough of this, let's go ahead and drive back over there and check out our second home tour, the Redmond. All right, now this should look familiar because we've seen so many beautiful GHO homes on this channel, and this one will be no exception to that rule. The Redmond is a 3-bedroom plus a den, 2.5 bath, 2+ car garage home sitting at 2,608 square feet with a starting price of $794,990. Now we're gonna have a lot to talk about as soon as the tour is over because there's an interactive floor plan online where you can see what's truly possible with this layout, and I think you guys are gonna love it. So enjoy the tour, and I'll catch you outside as soon as it's over. Now that floor plan was awesome, isn't it? And don't worry if it doesn't exactly work for you, because we're gonna go ahead and find out in just a second how you can take this semi-custom home builder and tweak the floor plan to really make it yours. So let's dive into the interactive floor plan online. Okay, so opening up the page, we have a lot to choose from, but I'm only gonna be covering my top 5 picks. So first up, and arguably my favorite option, is a cabana bath, and there's just something to be said about having a separate bathroom only for people to be using from the pool that isn't part of the main house. That is really attractive to me. My grandmother has this in her home, and it's used a lot more than you'd expect, especially in those summer months when everyone is going over to use that beautiful pool. Next up, we have the option to extend the patio, and you don't only have to do this if you want a pool. It's simply an option that you can do and use for whatever you'd like within the HOA guidelines, of course. Next up, and it's a cool option we have, is adding the transom window in the master suite. And this is great if you wanted to add a little extra lighting in the bedroom without compromising privacy. And now another one of my favorites is adding a workshop on the opposite side of the garage. This is the man cave that we all so desperately want, but can hardly find a floor plan that will allow it. And then finally, we have an option that completely changes things up called the enterprise option. This adds an extra bonus room to the house while also expanding the garage enough to make it a 3-car garage, which honestly I would pick 10 times out of 10 if this fits in your budget. All right, now let's go ahead and switch things up a bit and cover location and why it may be a good fit for you. First of all, if you know anything about Johns Island, this is lined up with that. So you know that we sit a little bit further north than Vero if you've ever passed Johns Island before. There are some perks to this though, and I just wanted to cover that. So first of all, you are almost at the midway point between Vero Beach and Sebastian, with your main town still being Vero Beach, since Sebastian is just a little bit further north. Another great thing to consider is if you are beachgoers, you're less than 20 minutes from both beaches. So if you like the more serene beaches where you can keep to yourself, maybe walk the sand and look for some sea glass, I suggest going north to the Wabasso Bridge and checking out those beaches over there. And if you're more so in the mood for a lively beach with plenty of shops and restaurants, and maybe grab some ice cream to cool down after a hot day in the sun, then Central Beach is your spot in Vero. So being at the midway mark of those two options gives you the best of both worlds and is a huge selling point when considering this location. And also in regards to grocery shopping, you are not far from that either. So you're close to the Harbor Point Publix, which is off of US 1 and 53rd Street, right where Indian River Boulevard comes to an end. This is the beautiful road that I'd recommend taking anyway if you decide to cruise to Central Beach in Vero Beach. So you'll pass it by every time. All right, now it's time to cover everyone's favorite topic, HOA fees. So guys, I honestly think that you're gonna be pleasantly surprised because HOA fees here are only $233 a month. And with that fee, you're getting a manned gate, who are all great by the way, and common area maintenance. This added peace of mind when buying a home, knowing that everyone going in and out in a vehicle is being screened, is really nice, and it's a small price to pay for something like that. Now, you'll notice I didn't mention lawn care, so you're gonna have to do some shopping around on your own when it comes to that, but just know that if you go through me, I'll be able to help out whenever it comes time to do that, because we've got connections all over for any work that you need done, no matter which house you buy with us. All right, now finally, what you've been waiting for, it's time to go ahead and cover the benefits of joining the Bent Pine Golf Club. And it's not just golf either, it's a full club experience. So first of all, we've got the 18-hole championship course over here designed by Joe Lee. I'm not a golfer, or at least a good one. So I was asking myself, who in the heck is Joe Lee? So if you, like myself, have no clue, then let me go ahead and fill you in on some things about Joe that may hit a little bit closer to home for you. So Joe Lee is behind designs of a ton of different courses around the country, such as La Costa in California, Jekyll Island Golf Club in South Carolina, the Country Club of Virginia, the St. Clair Club of Pittsburgh, and Del Mar in Santa Fe, New Mexico, Sea Island in Georgia, and the Hobe Sound Golf Club here in Florida. So he's got some credibility behind his name. It's been described as a formidable course from PGA golfers who have worked and played here, and that means that I might not be booking any tee times here anytime soon. So another thing that the club gives you is access to fine dining, and the restaurant here has tons of great options and reviews and a whole social aspect as well that you'll be sure to keep busy. So that is definitely going to be something to consider. Some of the things that they include socially are golf tournaments, dinner parties, Kentucky Derby events, monthly guest speakers, cookouts, bridge, and a lot more. So guys, there you have it. That's our grand tour of Bent Pine community. I hope that you have all enjoyed this video. And again, if you're looking to relocate anywhere on the Florida East Coast, please don't hesitate to reach out, and also like this video if you found it helpful. I'll catch you guys on the next one.